Fluency is the ability to express one's ideas easily and articulately. Dyslexics often have very creative ideas, and we want them to be able to express those easily, but they get bogged down by poor spelling. So a dyslexic learner might sometimes choose to spell a word that is easier for them rather than using a really strong vocabulary word. An example of this could be that they are trying to spell the word creative, but rather than having to get out all those syllables, they just use the word neat or cool. So to help the dyslexic learner become more fluid in their writing, we can teach them the general patterns and rules for English spelling.
It's important for students to know the why behind the spelling of words so that they can make sense of our language. There is an organization, there is a reason why words are spelled the way they are. We're going to use multisensory strategies to help them make sense of it, understand it, and apply it.
Researchers debate the exact percentage, but they all do agree that English is more regular than it is irregular.
Ship.
Our students need consistent and repeated practice with phonetic and non-phonetic spelling of words.
Lowercase letter to start, 3 times.
The biggest thing we want students to be able to do with our spelling rules is not to guess. We want them to know exactly when and where to use a specific spelling pattern.
The first word you're going to write on this first top line is the word cat. K-at, cat.
We have the K and C rule, that initial K sound, and we know that C is going to be used with A, O, and U. And then we know that K is going to be used with I and E. So if we had a word like cat, we want students to know that they're going to use that C. If we have a word like kit, we want them to be able to know that they're going to use that K.
CK, sock, K.
CK, sock.
Good, nice lowercase k. Our second rule that we've taught so far is the end K sound for our short vowels. Again, we don't want students to guess. So we want them to be able to explain their thinking when they're using CK. We do this by teaching them a definition, when to use it.
Our CK spelling rule.
It has to be a short vowel.
Okay, what else? Who can build upon?
It has to be straight after the short vowel, but if it's not, it cannot.
Great, so those are those 2 big parts, right? Has to have a short vowel, and that K sound has to come immediately after that short vowel. Okay, let's see if I can trick you.
And then we do a lot of examples and non-examples on the board with them.
Lock. CK or not CK?
Yes,
Why?
because there's a short vowel.
Good. O, ah, here's our short vowel. Oh, here's our CK. Immediately after the short vowel. That fits the rule. All right, let's see. Dark. London?
No,
Why not London?
because there's an R before.
Oh my goodness. R controlled vowel. Oh my goodness. Look, here's our AR. What is that AR saying?
R.
You guys are too good for this.
Who can remember what a suffix is? Amelia.
It's at the end of the word and it changes the word. It could make it past tense, happening now.
Suffix rules, that's when our students learn when to apply a suffix to a base word and if it changes the spelling of the base word.
So we have the doubling rule and the E-drop rule. What can you tell us about the doubling rule?
The vowel is going to be long, don't double it, but if you want the vowel to be short, double it.
And what about that suffix?
It needs to be a vowel sound.
A vowel suffix. I love that, which means the first letter in that suffix is a
Vowel sound.
So if we think of an example like hopping, we would say, what's the base word? And the kids would say hop. And then they would tap it out, op. And we would say, what's that vowel sound? What do we know about your vowel?
Oh, it's short.
It's short. And then we would add 2 P's. So that would make it say hopping.
Okay, guys, what about the E-drop rule?
E sees a vowel, it goes away,
Okay.
drops, and if E sees a consonant, then it stays.
Okay, I love it. And Lane, will you toss it to Gavin, please? Gavin, your word is baking. Say baking.
Baking.
Excellent. What's the base word?
Bake.
Good. Base word, everybody?
Bake.
Tap.
A.
I'm thinking about what sound?
A.
A. Okay, tell us what rule?
E-drop.
Once they realize, oh, I can learn, these 6 syllable types or these spelling rules, and now I can spell millions of words and I can break up multisyllabic words because I have the tools to do that. That's priceless.